How to obtain maximum compression with tar.gz? The way I understand the use of tar plus gzip is that tar is normally used to consolidate a grouping of files into a single file, then gzip is used to compress that file. I recently learned that tar can also compress. Because I do not fully understand how compression works at its core, I have, possibly ridiculous, concerns that sending a pre-compressed tar.gz might prevent gzip from compressing as well as this potential would allow and things of that nature. My question is essentially, what combination of args/compression methods should I use to create the absolute smallest tar.gz, and what does the command line statement look like for that?
Or, you can tell tar to use your maximum compression this way. Additionally, to keep your envars clutter-free, you can do this.
As you stated, tar can also compress, implies that tar does not always compress data by itself. It does so only when used with the Z option. That too not by itself, but by passing the tar data through gzip. However, instead, as noted in this answer, you can pipe the two commands, tar and gzip, such that you can explicitly specify compression level for the gzip command to achieve the smallest output size. Here 9 specifies maximum possible compression level.
Usually neither gzip nor tar can create the absolute smallest tar.gz. There are many compression utilities that can compress to the gz format. I have written a bash script gz99 to try gzip, 7z and addef to get the smallest file. To use this to create the smallest possible file run. The addef utility from Advanced Comp usually gives the smallest file, but is also buggy. The gz99 utility checks that it hasn't corrupted the file before accepting the output of addef. To use addef directly, create file.tar.gz however you feel like. Then run. This will create a standard gz file that can be read by gzip and tar as normal, just a tiny bit smaller. This is about the best you can do with the gz format. Since you only recently learned that tar can compress, and didn't say why you wanted the smallest tar.gz file, you may be unaware that there are more efficient formats can be used with tar files, such as xz. Generally, switching to a different format can give a vastly better improvement in compression than fiddling around with gzip options. The main disadvantage of xz is that it isn't as common as gzip, so the people you send the file to might have to install a new package. It also tends to be a bit slower, particularly when compressing. If this doesn't matter to you, and you really want the smallest tar file, try modern versions of tar, for example on Ubuntu 13.10, automatically detect compressed files. So even if you use xz compression, you can still decompress as usual. To give a quick idea how these compression utilities compare, consider the effect of compressing patch 3.1.1 from the Linux kernel. In this trivial example, we see that to get the smallest gz we need addef, though 7z gzip is almost as good and a lot less buggy. We also see that switching to xz gains us much more space than trying to squeeze the most out of the old gz format, without compression taking too long.
Gzip option best, equivalent to -9, asks for the highest compression level.